Okay, hello everybody. So today our topic is past tenses. So we have talked about past tenses before, but this is to help you go through them once more. So I will speak in Estonian and English both, so you would understand better. Ehk siis täna räägime minevikuvormidest ja ma üritan sulle tuua eestikeelseid näiteid ja inglisekeelseid, et oleks lihtsam aru saada. So, past tenses. When do we use them? Think for a second for yourself. So, as you can see, the gift says the past isn't really my thing, I live in the moment. So that means that the past is something that has already happened. So it's not anymore. So it's everything to do with the things that have happened before this current moment. Now today we are talking about 4 tenses. We are talking about past simple, past continuous, past perfect simple, and past perfect continuous. Now on the slide you can also see some examples to help you differentiate the tenses a bit better. Nii et sa näed, et siin on erinevalt antud sulle siis näitelaused, et tuua välja, kuidas need minevikuvormid erinevad. Et kuigi meil on üks minevik, mis on enne praegust hetke olnud, siis tegelikult saab teda erinevalt väljendada. Nagu me eesti keeles räägime ka ju lihtminevikust, täisminevikust ja enneminevikust, siis ka inglise keeles me eristame mitut minevikku. So, let's look at them a bit more closely. All right? So the first tense is past simple. Mõtle, kuidas see nüüd eesti keeles siis on? Simple. Liht, eks? Lihtminevik. Need on siis tegevused, mis on lõpetatud minevikus mingil ajahetkel. Nende puhul siis me teame üldiselt, millal see tegevus lõpetati. Kuidas moodustan? Kui on reeglipärane tegusõna, siis läheb sinna tegusõna lõppu ed. Kui on ebareeglipärane tegusõna, kasutame me tegusõna teist põhivormi, mida me oleme õppinud, ja näitena siis went või took või reeglipäraste puhul played või stopped. Nii et siin me peame eristama reeglipäraseid ja ebareeglipäraseid tegusõnu. Tegusõna siis tuletan meelde, väljendab midagi, mida me teeme. Eesti keeles on ta siis algvormis maa tegevusnimega mängima, minema, võtma, peatama näiteks. Nii. Kuidas ma tean siis, et mul läheb just seda ajavormi vaja? Nüüd selle jaoks me kasutame neid märksõnu. So we use keywords to help us understand which tense we need. So if I am talking about something that happened yesterday, last week, last night, last month, last minute, 5 minutes ago, 5 months ago, 3 years ago, whatever. Or in January, in 2011, or on Monday. So if I'm talking about things that have happened at a certain point in the past, then I know that I need to use the past simple. So for example, I can say I played a game of basketball with my friends yesterday. All right? Because I know when it happened, the game is finished, we're not playing anymore. So it's in the past and it's finished and it's at a certain time. So some examples for you. So some affirmative sentences. Yes sentences. I went shopping with my sister on Sunday. So went is an irregular verb and the second form of go is went. If I need a negation, I can make it with did not. We did not have breakfast yesterday. Now you can see that have is in the present because did, the auxiliary verb, abitegusõna, is already in the past form. So we don't need a double past form here. And for an interrogative form, we use the auxiliary verb were here. Where were you 2 days ago? Because were is the second form of be. And I can also make a question with a full verb. When did she get here? Using the auxiliary verb did and leaving get into the present form, the first form of the verb. So some examples of past simple. Let's carry on with past continuous. So you can already see how it's formed. Nii et mõtle, kui see simple oli lihtminevik, siis past continuous on kestev minevik nii-öelda, jah? Ja mis seal siis vahet on? Võta hetk ja mõtle, mis võiks vahet olla kestval minevikul ja lihtminevikul. So we use the past continuous in different ways. The first way might be when one longer action was interrupted by a short action. When two continuous actions are happening at the same time and a continuous action happening at a specific time in the past. Nii et siis me kasutame seda kestvat minevikku siis, kui näiteks me tahame väljendada, et ma tegin midagi ja selle tegemise ajal miski segas. Ehk siis mul on seal vaja eristada, et missugune tegevus on see pikem ja mis on see segav. Teine võimalus, kui kaks tegevust toimuvad samal ajal ja mõlemad kestavad mingisuguse ajaperioodi. Ja ma tahan rõhutada just seda, et nendega tegeleti, sest me kasutame siin neid action verbs ehk siis neid tegevusele suunatud tegusõnu. Ja kolmas variant, kui siis üks tegevus, mille kestvust ma tahan rõhutada, toimus mingil kindlal ajal minevikus. Nii et sa näed, et moodustamiseks kasutan ma siis abitegusõnu was ja were olenevalt tegijast ja tegusõna ise võtab siis selle ing-vormi. Now the keywords for past continuous. How do I know that I need the past continuous? So if I have words like when, while, ehk siis samal ajal, then at, let's say 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, whatever, so a specific time in the past, then I know that I need to use the past continuous. So you can see it started in the past, and the important part here is this bit here, it's going on. It's not finished yet, so, but it is finished by now. So some examples to clear that up. I was swimming in the sea when I saw a shark. An affirmative sentence, a yes sentence. So I use the auxiliary verb was and the ing form of swim with a double M in the middle. I was talking to Sarah while she was driving. Again, was and the ing form. And at 6 o'clock I was eating dinner. Nii et siin on siis näited ka. I was swimming in the sea when I saw a shark. I was swimming on see kestev tegevus, mina läksin vette, ujusin, nii mõnus, vesi soe, järsku nägin haid. Eks? Et see hai nägemine segas minu ujumist. Teise näite puhul 2 võrdväärselt kestvat tegevust. Sõitsime autos ja kogu selle aja, kui Sarah oli siis roolis ja sõitis, mina rääkisin. Terve sõiduaja. Võrdselt kestvad tegevused. Ja viimane on siis mingil kindlal kellaajal, ehk siis eile kell 6. Ma sõin oma õhtusööki, ma ei olnud lõpetanud kella 6, vaid siis ma parasjagu tegelesin selle söömisega. Alright, so as we were talking about past continuous examples, some negative sentences for you. We weren't traveling back in March this year. She wasn't running a marathon when you met her. Where were you going when I saw you? So you can make different kinds of sentences and you need to use the proper auxiliary verb was or were plus the ing form. Okay, past perfect simple. See on siis enne minevik. Eesti keeles siis olin olnud, olin käinud ja puudutab ta siis aega, mis on seotud nii-öelda topeltminevikuga. Nii et see on asi, mis on toimunud enne teist hetke minevikus. Näiteks, ma olin käinud koolis 6 aastat, enne kui ma läksin 7. klassi. Nii et inglise keeles samamoodi past perfect simple on siis seotud mingisuguse minevikus lõpetatud tegevusega. Ja see simple siin viitabki sellele, et tegevus on lõpetatud siis selleks mineviku hetkeks, millega ta seotud on. One action happens before another past action. So we need to have an order of when things happened. How to form it? Very easy. So we have the auxiliary verb had. Nii et meil on abitegusõna had kõigi tegijatega with all persons. I, you, he, she, it, we, they. And we need to add the third form of the verb. Nii et kui meil on reeglipärane tegusõna, on see ed lõpp. Ja kui on ebareeglipärane tegusõna, siis kasutame seda kolmandat põhivormi. So how do I know that I need to use the past perfect simple? So the keywords can be when, after, before, by the time. And let's look at some examples as well. So you can see I had finished the report when he arrived. When he arrived in the past simple and had finished the report before that. So it's important to keep the difference because I want to know when did you finish the report and when did he arrive, which happened before and which came after. So the past perfect simple helps us to make that more clear. Okay, so some affirmative sentences. So yes sentences. I had read the book before yesterday's class means that I had finished the book. I started reading it, I read it, and I had read it, I had finished it before yesterday's class. The yesterday's class is in the past. But even further into the past, I had read the book. A negative sentence, so a no sentence. He hadn't been to Spain before 2018. And some questions as well. So you can see how they are formed. So with the questions, when we start with a question word, AWH question word, then the question word comes first and then the auxiliary verbs is put there. But if it's a yes-no question, then we start with the auxiliary verb. So as you can see, with all persons, had plus the third form is used. So a very simple tense in that sense. So it's something that happened before another thing in the past. So it's like a double past. All right, and we have one tense left. Past perfect continuous. So as the word continuous suggests, it wasn't finished, and the important bit is the process of when it happened. Nii et see on siis kestev enne minevik. An action which started in the past continued up to another point in the past, so it's nothing to do with the present. Nii et kui present perfect continuous oli see ajavorm, mis endiselt kestab, jah? I have been learning English for 20 odd years. For example, I'm still learning. Then the past perfect continuous, it finished by a point in the past. How do we form it? So since it's the continuous tense, we use the ing. And since it's past perfect continuous, then we use the auxiliary verb had. So we start with had with all persons, kõigi tegijatega. had, I, you, he, she, it, we, they. Had plus been plus the ing form. So how do you know when to use it? When a sentence has some kind of a time span, when it was going on. For 5 hours, for 2 weeks, for a long time, or by the time. So you can see that it started somewhere in the past, then it was going on, the process, and then it finished in the past as well. So it's nothing to do with the present. And some examples to clear it up. She had been living in Italy for 3 years when she lost her job. So when she lost her job in the past, and up to that point, she had been living there for 3 years. So the time span here is for 3 years. See on see ajamäärus, mis viitab sellele kestvusele. Jällegi, I had been waiting for 10 minutes before the bus came. Kui buss tuli, siis ma enam ei oodanud, aga selle hetkeni, kui buss tuli, need 10 minutit, istusin ja ootasin. See oli kestev tegevus. And some negative sentence. And one question as well for you to see. So we have come to the end of this video. I hope it helped you. And I'll see you soon for another topic. Goodbye.